Race against the clock to find a new home. How St. Louis City is helping people at Heritage House Apartments get back on their feet this morning.
Primary eligibility. The big decision Illinois could make today when it comes to former President Donald Trump and the primary ballot.
A cooler, cloudier day on the way with a few sprinkles occasionally, but warmer air slides in tomorrow and through the weekend.
Forced to close along I-55. Why the exit ramp near Bates Street is closed until further notice.
Closing draft breweries. The two Anheuser-Busch brew pubs no longer in business. Waiting
rooms can be a stressful place. We reveal the one song that can calm your nerves while you wait.
This is Today in St. Louis, focused on you.
Live look at Lambert Airport, where everything is lined up and looking very nice right now. No need to leave the city because, trust me, it's going to be a nice rest of the week. Today, not so much. Anthony will take care of that in a moment. Right now, good morning to you. It is Tuesday, January the 30th. I'm Renina.
And I'm Michelle Lee. Great to see you all, and thanks for joining us, especially those who might be catching us on 5 Plus or YouTube or wherever it is. We really appreciate it. I thought about you this morning on the roads because it's a pretty decent commute so far.
Much better.
And you too, because it's a little colder, a little cloudier.
Well, hopefully you enjoyed yesterday because it was so nice. We got to 56.
I know.
So
crazy.
Today will be about 10 degrees cooler, but nonetheless, I mean, it's better than zero.
Can't
like
complain.
We had last week in
Can't
freezing
complain.
rain. So yeah, we're making some headway. Let's head over to the Weather Center this morning and show you we have a cold front that's actually working its way through, and that's the reason we're going to have a cooler day. And well, clouds at night act like a blanket, and once the sun comes up, well, they don't allow our temperatures to warm a whole lot. So that's what we have this morning, a deck of clouds right overhead. And then you have showers out towards Effingham and Flora. Those are moving away from us. You still may get a few sprinkles through the day, even when it's just daytime, afternoon, evening hours, but we're not talking a steady rain today. 30s and 40s out the door, and yesterday we had a lot of 20s, so we're doing better there. St. Charles, you're at 40, Washington, Missouri, you're at 39, and Cahokia Heights at 43, along with us here in downtown. Numbers today just won't move much again because of the clouds. We're at 45 for your high with gusty winds through the day. We will talk about the rest of the week ahead, some better weather coming, but in the meantime, let's get you out the door. Work and school, well, they don't wait for anybody, kind of like how TV does. Well, Paul, what's going on this morning?
Just keeps cranking along. Motorists hitting the roads, and yes, we do have an accident here, 70 westbound at Adelaide. 70 going westbound, just west of Adelaide on the left there. Now we're looking a little bit closer to downtown, 44 at Washington, and we are looking west. They would call that 44 northbound, which is not something we're used to hearing, if you're born in St. Louis. Okay, 270 moving northbound here at the Blanchette, 70 that area, 70 Blanchette. At 270, we had been bogging down, but right now you are moving. And you look, see a lot of green. You do have the thing at Bates and 55. We'll talk more about that coming up, guys.
Thanks so much, Paul. This morning, there's a call for action to help some Midtown residents find a new home. In a few hours, St. Louis City hopes to help everyone displaced from Heritage House Apartments earlier this month. And Megan Kernan is joining us live from Bridgeton with the plans to help the tenants. Good morning, Megan. What do we know?
Good morning, Michelle. Well, we know that nearly 100 Heritage House residents are staying here at the Hilton Airport Hotel, and they now have a week left to find new permanent housing, which is why in just a few hours here at the hotel, St. Louis City officials and community partners will be holding a housing fair. It's from 9 o'clock this morning until 2 in the afternoon. Another housing fair will happen tomorrow at the Hilton St. Louis Airport from 1 until 8 p.m. Now, more than 2 weeks ago, sub-freezing temps and no working heat caused water pipes to burst, flooding and damaging the apartment complex. Now the owners say they need to close it for at least a year. The property manager has paid for the residents to stay at the Hilton Airport Hotel until February 6th. But in the meantime, one organization is looking for volunteers to help the residents, many who are elderly. So coming up in our next half hour, how you can take part in these efforts. Reporting live in Bridgeton, Megan Kernan, 5 on your side.
All right, thanks so much, Megan. Hours from now, Illinois election officials will decide whether to remove former President Donald Trump's name from the ballot.
Our Mercedes McKay joins us now from the newsroom with more on today's hearing and how it is not an isolated case. Mercedes?
Rennie and Michelle, believe it or not, we are under 2 months away from the Illinois Republican primary, and that's set for March 19th. Right now, former President Donald Trump is dominating the GOP nomination race, so today's decision may have little political impact, but it's still a historic vote. Today's decision at the Illinois State Board of Elections comes after retired Judge Clark Erickson presided over a hearing and recommended Trump be removed from the ballot due to his actions during the January 6th insurrection. Now, this all comes after a group of voters claimed Trump's actions disqualify him under the 14th Amendment's insurrectionist ban. Now, Illinois isn't alone in this fight. So far, actually, 10 states have tried to remove the former president from the 2024 ballot. Only 2 have actually disqualified him, those being Colorado and Maine. The other 8 states where the courts are allowing him to remain on the ballot, they're on your screen now. Those are Arizona, California, Massachusetts, Michigan, Minnesota, New Hampshire, Oregon, and Washington. Again, today's historic vote will be at the Illinois State Board of Elections, and that's scheduled for 9:30. Now, coming up in our next half hour, I'll let you know how the board is politically split and what will happen if there's a tie.
So much, Mercedes. Today, area election directors will work to recruit more election workers. They're meeting at the St. Louis County Board of Elections in St. Anne to hire more poll workers. Now, if you're interested, you can meet them at 1 o'clock this afternoon, or you can contact your county clerk's office. There are some important dates for upcoming elections we want to tell you about. In Missouri, Republicans will head to the ballot box for the caucus on March 2nd, while Democrats will vote on March 23rd. Missouri's primary is August 6th, and Illinois' primary is March 19th. So you can find all the links on voting resources on KSTK.com in the As Seen on TV section.
Right now, we're taking a live look at Jefferson City, where St. Louis Mayor Tashara Jones is trying to gain support for construction and safety projects. Mayor Jones is pushing lawmakers to help with child care services for 911 operators, investments in violence reduction programs, and reconstruction of Mississippi River levee. She's also working to retain local control of the police department.
All right, just about time for the kids to hit the bus stop, and if they're headed out right now, just keep in mind you do need at least a sweatshirt, maybe something with a hood, because we do have sprinkles out the door this morning, and we'll have them through the day. Numbers today will be cool, so a cooler, cloudier day compared to yesterday. In fact, there's a cold front moving through this morning. That's going to keep the rain away from us, but notice how the cloud cover stays in place on our futurecast even through the afternoon today, so hopefully you enjoyed that sunshine yesterday. Now, tomorrow when you wake up, we'll have clouds, but notice how the clouds clear away, and then we have a warming trend on the way. In fact, tomorrow it'll start in the 20s, so it will feel very cold out the door, but we get up to 52 tomorrow afternoon, and look at Thursday and Friday. We'll have highs in the 60s, and then slightly cooler this weekend. Keeping an eye on a system that's going to pass just to our south on Saturday and Sunday. We'll talk about the futurecast and show you the rain chances for the weekend that's coming up.
Thanks so much, Anthony. Coming up, South City drivers expect delays if you use I-55. The trouble spot causing problems after a sinkhole forced a shutdown.
Failure to stop a deadly drone strike in Jordan. What we're learning this morning about the 3 Americans who were killed.
Winning gold years after the Olympics. How Team USA is now the rightful winner.
Big news there.
Yeah, it is.
Live look at downtown St. Louis. Oh, the lights are on and it is glistening. A beautiful day yesterday. You know, we had to put our sunglasses on to block out the sunshine. Won't be the case today, but you know what? Hang in there because it's all coming back to us tomorrow.